Much better. I'm happy. Real disaster. Good morning, everybody. I'm running to my hairdresser, to take care of, get some coverage on the top of my head. After seeing myself in the monologue at the end of my previous vlog, I thought, oh my goodness, this one is like the fluorescent in the room, and I hate fluorescent light. I hope it's the right way to say it in English. I want to walk there instead of driving. It's not a long walk, but not a short one. And I really prefer to walk it and to enjoy some sunlight, because I'm still struggling with bad night sleep. Anyways, every time I open up the camera and vlogging like that, like a real vlogger, I have to say to myself, just do it. Just open the camera and try to record like a real vlogger, and you don't have to use it later. It's very hard not to be so critic. Self-critic is the hardest one, I think. The before and after, I think it looks better. So a little bit of coverage here on the top, and he also added some, in Hebrew we say shades, not color, but shades. A little bit of dark shade, stripes. I think it looks much better. And they also made, like, I think you call it in English, blow dry. So it's nice. Now I feel much nicer. I feel like I can, feel better. Hair can, make you feel very bad or very good. So with a little bit of effort, time and money, I feel better. So now, after this very important hair update, let's get into today's story. I guess I needed a trust the process reminder this week, and it came in a form of a sourdough pastry I almost threw away, and I'm so glad I didn't, because learning from failures is so worth it. Today's vlog is a little story made of imperfect but still very cozy daily life moments and about second chances. Welcome and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Moran, sharing gentle moments of daily life here in Israel. I hope this video brings a bit of calm and inspiration to your day. So now I'm back at my desk. Luckily, I have a little bit of coffee left in my cup. I really need it. But now I'm going to spend some time here at my desk doing some admin work. I'm very happy with the way my hair looks. It will not stay like that, after I wash it. But for now, I'm happy. I have some admin work to do, and usually I spend Sunday mornings trying to answer your emails and Etsy conversations. And yeah, today I also have some work to do before I send papers to my accountant. I don't know how to say it in English. Today is the day that I need to do it because tomorrow I have to send it out. And yeah, and after that I'm going to have lunch. I have soup left over from the weekend, my usual creamy vegetable soup with tons of bone broth. And I'm sorry if I am getting you bored with my food, but I can eat the same thing over and over again. Really, I can repeat the same lunch, the same meals. And I think I'm going to have lunch by myself today. Maybe Tomer will join me, but Uri spent the entire day today in the university. This guy is very busy. He's doing very well in his in this special program he's part of in the Tel Aviv University. So he's going to spend the entire day. He will be here, I guess, late evening. But let's see, maybe Tomer will be here by the time I have lunch. Tomer is here, and we are having lunch together, enjoying delicious leftovers from the weekend and a fresh avocado and steamed sweet potato with tons of olive oil. And I'm thinking about this sourdough pastry dough that's been waiting for me in the fridge for a couple of days now. I wanted to try making a cinnamon star again over the weekend, and I made a slight different dough composition this time because I think the flour here in Israel is different than the one in Europe or in the States. I wanted to bake it over the weekend, but somehow just didn't have the time to get to it. And I also still have some work I want to do in my craft room this afternoon, so it's always about prioritizing. I still have some work to do on the edging for my new crochet bandana pattern, and I'm very excited to try a new stitch idea that I have in my mind. So I'm not sure if I'll get to the dough today. But on the other hand, if I don't bake it today, do I need to throw it away? I'm not sure. Maybe it's been in the fridge for too long. It's a pastry dough and I don't have a lot of experience with it. I feel comfortable with my sourdough bread baking, but I'm not sure if I can let pastry dough sit for so long in the fridge. I'm trying the slip stitch through the back loop only on one of the edges of the bandana for the first row. So far, I'm quite happy with how it looks. It's the end of the day now, and my body is telling me it's time to wind down. I'm still struggling with my sleep, so I'm leaving the dough in the fridge for another night, and we'll figure it out tomorrow if I should throw it away or give it a go. This book is a very slow read. The English in this book is not that easy for me, but I still enjoy the story, making my way through it very slowly. It's the next day, and I had the worst night's sleep tonight. I'm so tired and miserable this morning. I feel like a broken record, but this is my reality for now, so I guess it's hard to ignore. I'm taking the dough out of the fridge, and I don't know, maybe it's curiosity that keeps me going, but I'm going to give this baking a try. The dough is pretty cold and stiff, so I'm letting it sit on the counter for a few minutes to soften a bit, while I prepare the cinnamon and butter mixture. I'm not giving you a recipe here because honestly I don't feel like I have a perfect one to share, but there are so many good recipes out there already. Also, I'm not using regular sugar. I don't think I have any in my pantry. I'm using allulose instead, which changes the baking quite a lot. You will see what I mean later. After softening the butter, I'm adding the allulose and the cinnamon and a bit of vanilla extract. The mixture looks too liquidy to me, so I put it in the fridge for now. Okay, this is the moment when the mess starts. The dough is very sticky and soft. It feels like it passed its peak, and maybe trying to work with it was a mistake. But somehow, God knows what keeps me going. I already have enough footage for this vlog, so I could easily throw it away. At this point, it looks like a bad idea to continue, but I'm not giving up. I'm putting the dough back in the fridge to harden again because I know it would be impossible to work with this sticky consistency. I want to divide it into 8 equal parts, but even after chilling, the dough is still very soft and sticky, and it's starting to get pretty messy. With the help of wet hands, I divide it anyway and put the 8 balls back in the fridge, hoping that if the dough gets a little colder and stiffer, it will be easier to work with. I'm taking a little reading break now. I'm still kind of excited about the fact that I'm reading in English. It's not always easy for me, and I read very slowly, but I'm quite proud of myself. It's actually thanks to my friend Cherie, who recommended The Alchemist to me when we were traveling in the UK last summer. I've been keeping it going ever since, Cherie, and I'm very thankful for you. And today, it's definitely hand-knitted socks weather. Winter in Israel is not that cold, so not every day is a woolly socks day. But luckily today is, because I really need some coziness to keep me going. Today I'm wearing my scrappy socks that I knitted last year with the Monday girls. They are made following my vanilla sock pattern. I just changed colors every few rows. Nothing fancy, but very cozy. I will link the pattern in the description if you want to check it out. Reading, woolly socks, and a warm cup of tea, honestly, that's enough for me right now. And now back to my little humiliating experiment of the day. I'm trying to roll these dough balls into flat pastry circles. I'm trying without flour on the surface and then with flour. It's messy, but I'm working with what I have. And I'm wondering, what are the chances something will come out of this? After flattening each ball, I'm putting them right into the freezer. A few minutes in the freezer makes it much easier to handle when I take them off the baking sheets. Of course, I forgot the cinnamon mixture in the fridge, so it's really hard to work with. So I put it in the microwave to soften it, but now it's way too liquidy, and I think this is what the allulose does. I'm keeping it going, guys, though my tiredness is definitely starting to show. If everything up to here wasn't enough, now I'm spreading the cinnamon butter on top of the last layer. Even though I'm not supposed to, I was supposed to leave the last layer plain. What can I say? I simply have nothing to add. Let the footage speak for itself. This looks really messy, but I'm going to try and pop it in the oven anyways and see how it turns out. So it's in the oven for, I think it needs to be 25 or 27 minutes. Let's see how it turns out. It looks really bad, but I guess it will be good to eat, but it doesn't look good, and yeah, I completely messed it up. I just checked on it. It looks like a real disaster, but I think it needs a few more minutes. The boys are here already circling around me. They can't wait. It looks somewhat like a star. The house is filled with the most comforting cinnamon pastry scent, and an hour later, it was almost completely gone. Is there a proper rule in the baking Bible saying there is nothing powdered sugar can't fix? I was out and about this morning, but when I came back, I was ready to use the other 4 dough balls left in the fridge from yesterday. My boys and Eyal instead insisted on having another cinnamon sourdough treat. They don't really care if I call it a cinnamon star or whatever. They just want more. So first, I think you can call it success. But you know what? I was ready to tackle it again, to give it a second chance using all the lessons from yesterday. I was ready to show this dough who is the boss in this house, and that's exactly what I did. This time, before cutting and twisting the pieces, I'm going to pop the dough in the freezer to let it cool down and try to stop it from melting in my hands again. And here are yesterday's leftovers. I wonder if you enjoy this imperfect making as much as I do. I think it looks much better now. As I'm getting it ready for baking, I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you for all the advice you left in the comment section about my sleep struggles. Reading your stories about going through this tricky time of transitioning into the menopause really helped me feel I'm not alone, and I'm definitely going to try some of your tips. It means a lot to know this is normal and I'm not the only one feeling this way. Thank you so much for sharing your support and kindness in the comments, and I appreciate you for that. I'm giving it a few extra minutes in the freezer, then brushing it with heavy cream before it goes into the oven. This time I'm baking it in a glass bowl just to experiment and see what happens, because why not? So I guess this week came with a little reminder for me to trust the process even when things look messy, sticky, or like a total fail. What I almost threw away ended up being something we really enjoyed, and I got real-life experience with sourdough pastries. Maybe that's a good lesson for life too. Not perfect, not planned, but still cozy, and sometimes that's more than enough. And right now, the boys are literally standing on my head, but I'm not letting them eat yet. First, I need a million pictures and a bit more footage of this beauty. So yeah, I'm really happy I didn't give up on that dough, and I'm really happy you're here with me through all these messy, cozy moments. I would love it if you leave a comment below. Maybe share a time when you almost gave up on something, but it turned out okay in the end. Not perfect, not planned, but more than enough.